like a Hellcat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do the Union Parliament Part 1, the Lok Sabha, and I hope you will like the content, so do watch it till the end. So this is an overview of the session. In this term we are going to do this: the federal structure in India, Lok Sabha, its term, composition, qualification for membership, parliamentary procedures, and speaker election, how the speaker is elected. Now, these are the three organs of the government: legislature, which makes the law; executive, the word itself suggests executes law; and judiciary interprets laws. Then we have the federal structure. So, meaning of federal structure is a federal setup involves a dual government, that is, the national government and the governments of the component state, and these both are supreme in their own spheres. In a federal structure, the powers are distributed among the center and the state. So these both are the supreme in their own spheres. This distribution is safeguarded by the Supreme Court. Supreme Court looks after them, and India is federal in form and unitary in spirit. Then the federal structure is one where there is a division of power between the center and state. Center plus state is looked after by the Supreme Court, and it forms the federal structure. Then union executive, the president and vice president, the prime minister and his council of ministers. State executive includes the governor and the chief minister and his council of ministers. Then union judiciary includes the Supreme Court, and state judiciary includes the high courts and subordinate courts. So first of all, the matter is taken to subordinate courts, and then to high courts, and then to Supreme Court. So the union legislature, Rajya Sabha, president, and the Lok Sabha. In this session we are only going to do the Lok Sabha. So the Lok Sabha is the house of the people. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the citizens of India who are 18 or above 18 years, and this term, and it is known as universal adult franchise. The house is constituted by direct election on the basis of universal adult franchise. Thus every person who has attained the age of 18 years is entitled to vote, provided he is not otherwise disqualified. Then we have term of the Lok Sabha. So the normal term is 5 years. It can be dissolved before the expiry of its normal term. It can be extended by the parliament for 1 year at a time. When the question arises, when it can be extended or it can be dissolved before the expiry. When the proclamation of emergency is in operation, the life of the house may be extended by a law of parliament, but this extension shall in no case be more than a year at a time. So for example, in the term of the 5th Lok Sabha was to expire on 18th March 1976, but it was extended by 1 year up to 18 March 1977. So then we have composition of Lok Sabha. The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha provided by the Constitution is 552. Out of this, up to 530 members can represent the states, and not more than 20 members shall represent the union territories. In addition to it, 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community may be nominated by the President to the Lok Sabha in case he feels that this community is not adequately represented. Effective strength of the present Lok Sabha is 543, and this 543 is directly elected and 2 Anglo-Indians nominated by the president in case he feels that this community is not adequately represented and is not adequately working. So 20 members representing the union territories and 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community. By who nominates them? The president nominates them. Then we have what is the qualification of the membership for the Lok Sabha. So in order to be chosen a member of the Lok Sabha, a person must be a citizen of India. So first is this, that he or she must be a citizen of India and must be not less than 25 years of age, must possess such other qualifications as may be prescribed under any law by Parliament. A person shall not be disqualified or qualified to be elected for a seat in the Lok Sabha unless he is registered as a voter in any of the parliamentary constituencies. So he should not be an insolvent, he should not be a of unsound mind, that is, he should not be misbehaving. Then we have parliamentary procedures: sessions, quorum, question hour, adjournment motion, no confidence motion. So sessions: the budget session February to March, monsoon session July to August, winter session November to December. Recapitulation: फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर इन इंडिया, लोकसभा टर्म कॉम्पोजिशन, जो हमने पहले पढ़ा है, ये मैं आपको उस बारे में बता रही हूँ कि हमने अभी तक क्या पढ़ा है. फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर इन इंडिया, लोकसभा की टर्म करी है, कॉम्पोजिशन, क्वालिफिकेशन, पार्लियामेंट्री प्रोसीजर्स एंड स्पीकर इलेक्शन. So quorum, what is meant by this term? A quorum is the minimum number of members required to be present before a meeting is allowed to begin. The quorum to constitute a meeting of the house is 1/10 of the total number of members. This includes the speaker or the person who presides over the meeting. Thus, at least 55 members should be at present in the beginning of the sitting of each day. What is the quorum of the parliament? What is meant by this term? What happens if there is no quorum? If there will be no quorum, the house proceeds, otherwise the house is adjourned for lack of quorum. Then questioner. The first hour of every working day of the Lok Sabha is reserved for questions, that anyone can stand and raise their questions. The right to ask question is known as the interpellation. Motion: a formal proposal to lay aside all other business and take up a matter of urgent importance. Adjournment motion: to express a lack of confidence in ministry. No confidence motion. So adjournment of meeting means the end of meeting for the purpose of recalling it on another day. That we always hear in the news that the house is adjourned. The speaker announces that the house is adjourned for this day. ठीक है. The resolution passed in the adjourned meeting has the same legal position as passed in the original meeting. Then what is a no confidence motion? A floor test to prove majority in the Lok Sabha. It can be moved by an MP, must have the backing of at least 50 MPs. Speaker decides the date of the debate. Date of the debate must be within 10 days of moving motion, and the ruling government has to resign if it loses the trust vote. Then speaker. How is the speaker elected? Who elects him or her, or and when? The speaker is the principal presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. Election of the speaker. The speaker is elected by the house from among its members by a simple majority of members present and voting. The constitution also provides for the office of the deputy speaker, who performs the duties of the speaker when the latter is absent or while the office of the speaker is vacant. So panel of chairpersons. If the speaker and the deputy speaker both are absent from a sitting, one of the members of the house out of a panel of 6 chairpersons presides. The panel is chosen by the speaker. He himself elects him or choose them. The removal of the speaker. How he or she is removed from their seat. The speaker holds office until he ceases to be a member of the house or until he himself resigns his office. He can be removed from his office by resolution passed by a majority of all the then members of the house. Then we have the speaker does not vacate his office on the dissolution of the house. He vacates it immediately before the first meeting of the newly constituted house. तो इसमें क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं कि ये तभी रिमूव होगा जब majority of the members जो हैं resolution पास कर देंगे that we want to change the speaker. The first women speaker was Meera Kumar a Congress MP became the first women Speaker of the Lok Sabha on 3rd June 2009. On 6th June 2014, Miss Sumitra Mahajan became the second women Speaker of the Lok Sabha, and at present, Shri Om Birla is elected as the Speaker of the 17th Lok Sabha on 19th June 2019. Then we have the discussion. Here I am presenting a sample question. What is meant by the term quorum? The quorum is the minimum number of members required to conduct the session, as I earlier told you. So this minimum is the keyword. This keyword I have highlighted with the red, and it is important to ensure your answer includes all the important keywords. Then this is the assignment, that what is the quorum of the Indian Parliament. Here only we discuss this answer. Then what is meant by the federal setup? I earlier told you that this is the it involves a dual government, that is the national government and the governments of the component states. Name the three constituents of the parliament: Lok Sabha, President, and the Rajya Sabha. How are the members of the Lok Sabha elected? So it is directly elected by the people who have attained the age of 18 years or above can vote to provide he is not otherwise disqualified. So this phenomena is known as universal adult franchise, or the process. This whole process is known as universal adult franchise. Then how many minimum number of sessions must the parliament conduct? So the parliament conducts three sessions, that are budget sessions, monsoon session, and the winter session. Then what is the maximum composition of the Lok Sabha? The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha provided by the constitution is 552, and out of this up to 530 members can represent the state, and not more than 20 members shall represent the union territories. And you need to write all the answers very precisely and accurately. Then so if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and do comment if you like the content. Thanks for watching.